Hi everyone, I'd like to show you today how to make an accordion folder or concertina folder, whatever you want to call it, something like this. This is not finished because I still want to show you several of the ways how to make this. The good thing about it is that it's very versatile. I use it mostly to send on Happy Mail because then I can put many things in this pockets. If you are making something like this bigger, then you can have an organizer, you can put your embellishments or magazine cutouts and just organize all your stuff. So I'm going to show you very quickly how to make the base of this organizer, and you can use whatever you have, whatever paper you have, whatever you like. And for this I've got here this is a working paper book, and I just took 3 pages, which are it's good because they are in theme and the color, and they are coordinated, so it's really easy to make something nice out of them. But you don't have to have something like that. I'm going to show you that you can do it from other stuff that everyone has. Like, I've got here an old book, someone threw it away. This is an old encyclopedia for kids from the 60s, and I'm going to just take several pages out of it so I can show you how to make the organizer. So if I want a very big organizer, I will leave the pages as is, and I will start by putting glue here and here and here, so I will have a pocket, because this is made out of pockets. But I don't want to do one that is so big, so I'm going to take the pages and fold them in half. Now, easiest way is to fold them in half like this, but if you want your organizer to be a little bit more accessible, you can just fold it like this and leave about a centimeter here. So now when it will be like this, when you will attach all of them, it will be easier to reach inside the pocket. So now I've got this, and I'm going to put, this is silicone glue. It's a local brand. If you silicone glue is like this, the Yoo-hoo glue, but this is expensive, so I'm using just what's in my cheap store. Here we go. One pocket, second, very easy. Of course, you can decorate it however you want. You can stamp on it, you can paint on it, you can do a really nice closure on the sides with washi tape. I'm going to show you several options for this kind of folder. Here it is. I've got here 3 pockets. I'll make another one. Okay, 4 pockets. Now, the only thing you need to do now is glue between 2 pockets on the middle, put a strips type of glue here. You can also use a score tape, the double-sided adhesive. I'm using my silicone glue. I'm aligning the pockets. Next one, again in the middle. Don't go all the way to the edges. And another one. Okay, so now they are attached. I'm going to let them sit for a few minutes so it will dry, and I'm going to show you another one. So and still we have to make a cover for this, but I'm putting it aside for now. Here, just a magazine, someone threw it away. The pages are very flimsy, but they are colorful, so I picked all this. Of course I picked it, and I'm going to use it. So I've taken several pages out of it to make another organizer, and because they are flimsy, they are very thin, what I've done, I've just taken 2 pages, glue stick, went around the edges, glued 2 pages. Well, it's not aligned. Okay, and then folded it in half and again made a pocket, putting glue on the sides, and I have a pocket. So I can make another organizer from this. So here is the pockets I've made. Well, I took several pages, as I showed you, and few of them weren't so colorful, so I just took acrylic paint, and with a plastic card I went all over it so it will be more colorful. Again, putting in the sides glue to make a pocket. So you can do this thing with any kind of paper you have. You can use your painty papers, you can use scrapbook paper, and you can use any magazine or a newspaper. So it doesn't have to be expensive, and you can decorate it, as you can see, however you want. Here I have again 4 pockets, putting in the middle, align 2 pockets, here we go. Now, even now for the cover, again you can use whatever paper you want. The only thing that you do need to think about is that it has to be bigger than the pockets. It needs to be at least like this, and you decide if you want a flap that will come over it and be the closure. And just to show you that you can use this flimsy paper, Again, I've taken like 4 pages out of this magazine that someone threw away. Took 2 pages and glued them together with the glue stick, and then 2 pages and 2 pages, connected them in the middle, so I will have something for the cover. Now it's like it took me 3 days to organize all my workspace and all my stashes, and I have too many washi tapes that I don't use, and I don't like them very much because the adhesive is not very strong. So I decided to decorate my cover with pieces of washi tape, and I just reinforced it with the glue stick. So now I've got the pockets, now I've got the cover. All you need to do is measure and trim so it would fit you. You can cut it here if you don't want the flap, or if you want the flap, you only need to cut on the sides so it will fit the pockets. Now when I'm trimming the sides, I'm always leaving like 1 or 2 millimeters, because I don't want to have a mistake, and so I can play with it. So I'm just going to eyeball it now so I can move on with the demonstration. Okay, so here is my cover. I'm going to put again 1 strip of glue in the middle and putting it here. Oh, of course I forgot. When you think about what kind of closure you want, you need to do it before you put your pockets and glue them to the cover. Because if I want to put the bread here, I need to put it right now before the glue, because I don't want the two, how do I call it, like the two legs of the bread. I don't want them to show. So I'm going to puncture a hole here, and I'm going to insert a bread. Okay, here we go. So now I can, when it's in place, I can put my pockets. Now for the other side, again, only 1 strip in the middle. Now I need to let it dry, and then I will trim and do a closure with some kind of ribbon for this clasp. So this is only one option. Here is what I've done with the encyclopedia pages, and I hope it's dry. So you can see when you open, that's how it's going to be, and you can put whatever you want inside. Again, you need a cover for this, so you need any kind of paper page that will be bigger than so it can cover from both sides. Now another one of that I wanted to show you. Okay, here it is. So this one was made from this paper, and here it is. And here each pocket I've taken a washi tape and closed on the sides, and it really is a nice finish to each pocket. So again, I want, this is two painty paper that I made and glued them together. So from one side I've got this is the other side. This was a painty paper that I made on deli paper, just glued it to this paper and stamped around. So this is going to be my cover, and again I want to see what kind of closure before I'm sticking everything down. And I'm thinking I want a ribbon here and not to use a brad. So let's see. And what, this maybe, no, it's too bright. I'm going with this. Okay. So of course you need the ribbon to be more than the what's the name? It needs to be more than all this cover, so it will encircle and you will have enough to make a butterfly, I think, a note. I'm losing my words, I'm sorry. So this is my mark. I'm going to put a little bit of glue here. And a little bit of glue here. And now I need to wait for it to dry. Basically I can add a lot of more embellishment to this accordion folder. I can take more of the washi tape and go all around the cover. I can stamp it more, glue any kind of embellishments, flower embellishment, whatever you have, and basically this is it. Here I will just make a note. So it still needs to dry, but now I'm going to open it, and now to attach the pockets to the cover. Two ways. You can just put, like I showed you, one strip and it will be connected to the cover from both sides, like this and like this. Or if you want it to remain like this and you don't want this page and this page to be glued to the cover, you just take washi tape and you put a strip here and attach it to the cover. I prefer it glued to the cover, so when I'm opening it, all the pockets are open. Here it is. So this is when it will be dry, it will be attached to the cover and it will open everything. So this is it, and use your imagination, use whatever you have, and make a lot of nice organizers, if it's for you or if it's for Happy Mail. And this is it for now. Bye.